Our creative problem-solving project is on COVID-19 safety precautions by Angelita, Lou, Jordan, and Priscilla. Our problem question is, why don't people take COVID-19 safety precautions? In the next 3 slides, we will discuss how our problem affects ourselves, us as students, and us as a society. People choosing not to take COVID-19 safety precautions affects individuals by a massive health decline for those who are more susceptible, disconnection between family and friends due to different views on the safety precautions, and employment for those who do not want to partake in working due to trying to keep safe during the pandemic. Choosing not to take COVID-19 safety precautions affects us as students by having to transition to virtual learning while in school. Disadvantages to those who are in low-income housing because there is no childcare available for kids to go to while their parents still have to work during the pandemic. Lastly, this majorly affects students financially because if parents cannot work, then they cannot pay tuition or school fees. People choosing not to take COVID-19 safety precautions affects us as a society because of loss of employment. People choose not to work because they don't believe it is safe to do so. It also causes decrease of employment opportunity because some businesses are not essential during a pandemic. Last but not least, uprise and conflict because of the different beliefs people have about what is an accurate safety precaution or not. Through research and personal experience from the group members, some ways we have come up with to solve this problem would be to make sure everyone has access to an efficient mask and/or hand sanitizer, as well as posting non-biased information on safety precautions to be more informative as a community, and having a country leader who supports safety precautions and enforces them. Resources that we have found that are essential to our problem solving would be proper funding for mask distribution for those who do not have access or the funds to pay for them. We also need everyone's undivided attention on the pandemic to collectively be on the same page as a country and as a community. Within the academic journal research, we found that the World Health Organization has openly admitted that using a face mask is highly discouraged and social distancing and hand hygiene is more encouraged. Although this is contradicting to some, it is important to note that when one cannot socially distance, they should be wearing a mask. We also found that within heavily populated community areas like households and university housing requires all 3 safety precautions to be taken: hand washing, wearing a face mask, and social distancing. Our interview research consisted of solutions to our problem by looking at other countries and how they have handled the pandemic, what specific groups are ignoring the safety precautions, and how we can portray information to them better, and who is most reliable when it comes to believing statistics and information on the pandemic. Looking at an ASU resource, we found that ASU Health Services has free COVID testing for any and all student and staff members. The ASU Ability Count Club organization has constant updates on the pandemic, and they spread awareness for safety procedures. 2 alternative sources we found were from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the World Health Organization, which both discuss different ways to take safety precautions for yourself and the community around you. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Here are a few of our citations where we found our information.